What's up everyone, welcome back to the Durbin Compound. So if you haven't met me already, my name is Devin Durbin. I hope you subscribe to my channel. We're doing a lot of cool stuff around here. So I had the Hustler FasTrak out for some spring cleaning, got it all cleaned up, sprayed it down with a pressure washer, greased all the joints, put new spark plugs in it, and I am about to change the oil. So I figured I'd make an oil change video because I didn't know exactly how easy it was to change the oil when I bought this machine. This has the Kawasaki FX730V in it, and so if you're looking for an oil change on this, it's ridiculously easy. All you need is your hands and a 10mm socket or a wrench, and you can really do this in 5-10 minutes. So we're going to pull it in close here, and I'm going to show you exactly how it's done, real quick and easy, and we're out of here. So let's head on over to the oil change. Okay, just for some orientation notes, this is obviously the hitch. We're looking at the back panel of the mower. So real quick and easy, this is exactly how easy it is to take this off. So first you want to take off the oil pressure little wire. There's a little wire that's in the way. No use in messing that up. So one thing I always do when I drain oil is take off the cap. Sometimes it can create suction and it won't let the oil out the bottom as much as it should. So I'm going to try to do this from the bottom to give you guys a great look from the top. So this is a 10mm socket, and this is our oil drain peacock right here. Too easy. Let's go ahead and loosen this bad boy and start spinning it out. And boom, we're draining the oil. So we'll go ahead and let that drain out while we go ahead and take this oil filter off. So if you keep everything clean and it doesn't have a lot of junk on it, you should be able to do this by hand. So usually I put Purolator filters on everything, but I think what I got for this time around was just a cheap Walmart filter, a little Super Tech filter to put back on. So let's go ahead and spin this off. All right, I got it a little bit. Wow, that does not want to come off. Okay, so we're gonna have to go get a filter wrench for that. I don't know why I keep a cheap filter wrench up at the house, but I do. And look, it helped out. So this is real cheapo. I think this is an OEM one that you can get from AutoZone. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy on there and get this thing broke loose, because I'm tired of messing with it already. So this thing, pretty much all it does is just crush your oil filter to try to get something off. All right, there you go, loose. All right, so now we're in business. We're gonna go ahead and reposition our drain pan. Let's go ahead and spin this the rest of the way off. So one thing that I do like about this unit, this engine block comes with a little shelf underneath the oil filter here. So when you take it off and it drains right out onto the little shelf and doesn't make a huge mess. So we can go ahead and pull that bad boy out of there like that. So as you can see here, there's a little shelf here that's right underneath where our oil filter attaches. Okay, so that you can see it a little bit better now, I got some light on it for you, but you can see this shelf underneath where the oil filter goes, and it allows the oil to just drip off and down into your pan, and you don't have to worry about it getting everywhere, getting all over your mower. So after this gets done dripping, what I'll do is I'll wipe it down with a towel or shop towel and get it cleaned up, and then put the new filter on, and it's that easy. So let's go ahead and get my new filter prepped, and let's put it back together. Alright, so the filter that this Kawasaki engine takes If you use Purolator, it's L10241. This SuperTech is a ST3614. It's pretty much all the same filter. They're pretty much all built the same, just different companies and charge more. I like to I like when they come out to where you can see the exact number. And so that's another cool thing about this setup is they don't hide anything from you. It's all right out here in the open so you can see it. I wish I had better lighting on my camera, but I don't, of course. I have this little camera light, but it decided to fall off the tripod when I had it sitting up there the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that little oil shelf down here so that so it's all clean and it doesn't drip. All I'm doing is stuffing a little shop towel underneath it and just wiping it out. Too easy, just like that. Go ahead and turn it inside out and do it again. That's also a nice thing about it is it has a little bit of distance in between the filter and the shelf so that you can stuff a towel in there after you have done everything. Alright, so one thing that I do with all small engines is I will pour a little bit of oil through it so that it flushes out any crap that's in the bottom. I think I did an oil change video at one point and showed that. So what I do is I'll just go ahead and dash a little bit of fresh oil in here. About a cup. So what that'll do is flush out any crap that was in the bottom of the engine that otherwise didn't come out with the initial flush. So toss my funnel down in here so that it'll drip off, and we'll wait for it to drain the rest of the way. All you need to do at this point, once it's done draining, is close your peacock here with your 10mm socket, and that's all she wrote. That's an oil change. Fill her back up. I don't remember exactly how much oil this takes. Alright, it takes 2.2 US quarts. So one thing I do is I have a logbook. I like to keep a logbook for absolutely everything that I have that has an engine on it. You can't see it worth a crap on video, but what I do is keep a logbook of exactly you know, how much oil it takes, what type of oil I put in, and all of the numbers and parameters for it so that I'm never in the dark about anything. I know exactly what it should be. So, too easy. That's oil change on the Kawasaki FX730V, because it's a V-twin. So I'll let that continue to drip out, and then we'll plug it up and get her filled back up. Alright guys, so just a small little video on the oil change, pretty simple. 10mm socket or ratchet, and or socket or wrench, and a new filter and a shop towel, and I'm done. So I'm about to fill it back up with 2.2 US quarts in this engine. We'll fire it up and let the horses sing a little pretty thing, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my video. It'd be short and sweet, just for those of the people searching around on the Kawasaki, wanting to know how to change oil. So pretty straightforward, anybody can do it. So too easy. We'll see you guys next video.